Thank you, Board Game Maniacs, for joining me for another turn for the game Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Core, created by Gale Force 9. This is awesome. This has expansions. If you're late jumping in, I suggest not watch this and go right from the beginning of the first turn. And you'll catch up because the videos ain't really that long, so you can see some stuff here. So where we left off last time, however, though, was let's change the camera angle here and zoom in. You can see here that we have both Gorman and Spunkmeyer that is into some trouble because 2 swarms of 3 aliens snuck up behind them when they weren't even paying attention. And also too, as well, we have Vasquez here. She's in a good spot. She could turn around and start taking care of some stuff because she could do defensive fire. And if you keep looking down a little bit more here, you can see we have that barricade is still barricaded. We have Hicks made his way over here because he is in line of sight in case something wants to pop out there if they break through the barricade. And over here we have Hudson, Great Hudson, and he's just kind of chilling for now. Up here you can see the pile of the what's going on? It was whacking out again. It was, sorry, camera. You can see the blips there, and that's why we have the 2 sentry guns exactly where they're. We already seen the power once from these sentry guns. It was 2 dice rolled. You discard the highest, and then you reduce it, and it was 50 shots for that one. So that's pretty impressive. And that is where we're at. So, we're all caught up, hopefully. And hopefully I didn't flub up any of the rules here, and nobody has comments saying like, hey, this is really bad. But what I would like to do is probably do some videos about the rules questions if anybody has. So just comment below and let me know what you think. But anyhow, we are on to turn 5, the beginning. Everybody is reset, all the aim dials, everything. So first we have to do is, after resetting the aim dial, obviously, set number 2 is resolve all activation abilities. So that's when you pick the Marine. So we're going to go again with Spunkmeyer is going to activate first. You can see him right here. So on activation, draw an endurance card. Then you may recycle any number of cards from your hand. So, but now Spunkmeyer only has a pistol. But what's good is recovering fire, and this is only during the alien phase. Then the recovering fire can happen. But what I've learned is full auto does not apply here for recovering fire or returning fire or what have you with that. I can't remember what it's called in this, I'm sorry. But in either case, we know now that you can't use full auto in that circumstance, which kind of sucks. It makes it hard, difficult, but enjoyable difficult, I'd say. Anyhow, continuing on with the game. So Spunkmeyer is going himself again. He has to draw a card first, so we're going over and drawing an endurance card. And we have an event, ever been mistaken for a man? And it's got a picture of Vasquez. Really cool if you can kind of get that. Put it over here. Yeah. Oh, well, look, I can go over here too as well. It's kind of distorted. In either case, reveal a card. Choose another character. They immediately take an action. This may be a good card to have. Your character immediately takes an action if you draw an event card. The helmet is, you can choose a character and they immediately take an action, or if you draw a weapon, draw 2 cards, then exhaust 2 cards. This could possibly be a good time to play a card like this. Especially where the cost is 0 right now. So you can play an event card, equip endurance cards. Card actions is one of his actions that he could do. He could play this during his action. because we're not during his action yet. This here is just on his activation. He draws an endurance card, and he may recycle any number of cards from his hand, but you don't want to recycle any card from his hand. So because of that, he did pull this. This can go in his hand, or he can play it right now if he wants. And because, again, it is a cost of 0, it's really good to help me out in certain circumstances, such as this, when we have 2 swarms of 3 aliens that are in the midst, which is really bad. Let's go to a better shot here. You can see here where the 2 swarms are there. But in either case, we got to do something, and we got to do something quick. So he is going to he only has his pistol. So I'm going to put that in my hand for now. So I think with his pistol, it is a backup weapon. Always hits on a 3 or less. After you take an attack action with this weapon, you may exhaust a card to make a second attack action with this weapon. So it's kind of like full auto, but you get 2 shots. So yeah, first thing he's going to do is he's going to aim. He goes from an aim of 6 up to 7. Because he wants to take care of these. I'm just going to turn this miniature around. Direction don't really matter too much for attacking, I don't think. So he's just turned around there just so that he can, better see what's coming towards him. Well, actually, which is right in front of him. So now he's going to shoot. So I take a die, and I'm going to roll it. And his aim right now is 7. Remember, it always hits on a 3 or less. So he's got a 6. So that 7 goes down to a 6 because he did successfully hit. It hit one of the aliens. So the swarm of 3 goes to 2. Whoops. Just like that. But we had to have exhausted a card to actually use that weapon. So that card is exhausted. And now I'm going to exhaust another card to shoot again. Why not? But I'm not going to use that same die. It's a good die. It's got a good feeling to it, but we're going to change. Here goes. He takes a shot, and I got a 7. He had to get a 6 or lower, so that shot missed, unfortunately. But remember, it always hits on a 3 or less, but still, that was his second. Because he aimed with his first action, he shot for his second action, and that was just by spending another card to do that. Which I forgot to do. I better throw it there. All right, so I think that is it for Spunkmeyer. But I gotta drop his aim dial too down to 5. But what he does is on end activation, you may discard 2 cards from your hand to recycle a hazard card on a marine character. But that's okay, he don't have to do that. So he is ending his turn, and now where he's a private, he gets to activate 1 grunt. And I'm thinking who's going to activate is he's going to activate Vasquez because it's Vasquez. That's why. So Vasquez, I'm just going to turn her around because she heard some kind of noise and a gunshot, 2 gunshots, and she turned around and she sees, and she's just going to open fire, and she's just going to completely lay waste, hopefully. But she don't have her smart gun yet. So she got no on activation stuff, so when you go to the next step, which is going to be to resolve on activation, obviously there's nothing there. Equip endurance card. So this is where she can equip it. She has a smart gun, remember, but let's go to a different shot so that we can remember this. So she has a smart gun right here, but I had it kind of laying this way just as well as this one because for Hudson, this is for her, for Vasquez, because she didn't equip it yet. She has to pay the cost to equip it. So she is going to equip. This is not an action. She just pays to equip it. So that's her smart gun that she's equipped. Now she has to pay the cost of 3 cards. So what cards does she want to get rid of? All these cards are really, really good. So I think she's going to go from this card, and she's spending 3 endurance cards to equip it. And since it is equipped now, I'm just going to lay that there because it is her turn. Let's take a closer look at this smart gun anyhow, because I just want to make sure about this. So let's go to a different camera angle here. Take a look at it. Hopefully it's a little bit better in focus. Full automatic, bulky. With the bulky, I can't equip a backup weapon. So that means that the HKP 70 pistol gets discarded. Now, I don't know if it gets discarded or it's going to go into the exhaust pile. I'm going to put it in the exhaust pile. If I did that wrong, please comment below and let me know. But anyhow, for this here, it says exhaust 3 cards when you take the attack action with this weapon. When rolling for an attack action with this weapon, roll 2 die instead of 1, discarding the highest result. You cannot equip a backup weapon. It is a cost of 3, so she paid the cost. She's equipping it. Actually, no, I'm taking one of these cards back. That was the HK, because one of the ones that she is going to spend to equip it is her pistol itself. So I just rectified that rules mistake before it got out of hand, which is great. Okay, so now Vasquez has done that. So now she has the proper firepower here to just start laying waste. So she is going to shoot for her first action. And her first action is going to be fun. Should I aim with her or should I not? Ow, I just hit the camera. Sorry, everybody. I was looking for my other die. Hopefully I didn't mess this up too bad. Ooh, what's great about this digital camera stuff now is that it's easy to fix. See what I mean? Bam. Alrighty. That hurt my head. Okay, anyhow, so Vasquez, she rolls 2 dice. And she is going to try to hit. Now with this smart gun, it does have full auto and you don't have to spend 2 cards. Full auto is only 1 other card. So be aware of that. This is going to be awesome. So we are just loading up and Vasquez is letting go. Let's go over to a better camera angle here to see. So 2 dice and she's got a 4 and a 5, discards the 5, the 4 hits. This 2 goes to 1 so far, which is good. And now what Vasquez can do is first she has to reduce her dial. So the smart gun goes from 6 to 5. And she's going to shoot again for her, actually wait, I gotta resolve the exhausted 2 cards. I always keep forgetting this. 2 cards are exhausted for the first shot. And now she's going to exhaust 1 card to flip over full automatic. And she's going to just do it again. 2 dice. Whoops. And that's an 8 and a 10. Discard the highest, which is a 10. Unfortunately, that is a miss. So that was her first action. Oh, she's got their attention now, though. So I think what she's going to just have to do, oops, she's got to drop her aim down to 4. This is getting pretty scary. Okay, so she's gonna shoot again. Come on, Vasquez, you can do this. This is her second action. Oh, she got a 1 and a 4. She definitely done some damage there. So, I'm just destroying everything here. I'm gonna take that alien out of there because, you know, like Vasquez is just badass. Just gone. I think that is it for Spunkmeyer's turn and Vasquez, really, because Vasquez, she could do full automatic again, but the thing is she's getting really low and she wants to do recovering fire, and if her aim is too low, then it's going to be just too bad for her. So that's why Vasquez is going to just relax and stay where she is. and stay where she is, I should say. So anyhow, so that is it for Vasquez's turn, and now we're on to Ripley's turn. On activation, recycle 2 endurance cards, draw 1 card. So I have to recycle 2 endurance cards, which is not bad. I will recycle 1 and 2, and I put them under the shuffle, like so. And then I have to draw 1. It don't say may, it says draw. Once per turn. Oh, that's her passive. And then draw. And draw 1. So this could be a hazard. I've seen it before in a game. Oh no, it's an event. Okay. I'm okay with that. So this event, the cost 2. We got knives, we got sharp sticks. Search the exhaust pile for any 1 card and add it to your hand. Oh, that's probably a good card to do. Yeah, no, I'll hang on to it. We'll just leave it like it is for now, because I really hope that we're going to be able to handle this and do some damage, much needed damage to the alien folk. But anyhow, what we're on now is we are going to be going to, it's on Ripley's turn, my bad. And Ripley has placed herself, she can see kind of where Ripley is. Where is she anyhow? She's right there by the computer terminal. Duh, right there. So let's see if we can get a free cam shot of this, just so we know where Ripley is in relation to anything else. I hope that the thing has been resolved here. So let's switch over to free cam. No, it is not resolved yet. So we're going to go back to this one just because it always is going to mess up, and I don't like that. Anyhow, so with this here with Ripley, she can, for her first action, she can interact because she did do her cards on activation. So interact, she can look at any 1 blip that's on the board, but we're not even going to worry about them right now. So she's not going to do that. You're saying, like, well, why did she do that? Why did she move there if that's the case? But really, the case is that she did move there, and we have to kind of just go with the flow, as they say. So what Ripley's going to do is, for her first action, she's going to move her speed of 4 to get into this room right here. So she's going 1, 2, doors open, 3, 4. That was her first action. Actually, 4. That's her first action. Her second action, she's going to try to do a tech test to barricade the spawn point number 2. So for this, she gets to roll 1 die. Her tech test is a 6, so she got to get 6 or under. Let's try and see what's going to happen here. Come on, Ripley. She's got a 7. Do I have anything that can help me here? Because that's just ridiculous. No. No, that's no good. That's for defense rolls, which is good. Aim, don't care. Yeah, so no, she can't do that. So that ends her turn for Ripley, because she spent an action to move and she tried to barricade, which she sucked at. So she is done activating. But the thing is with Ripley now is that, I was going to say she has to do something else, but she don't, because she don't have the power to activate any of the grunts. So now it is on to the grunts to activate. And let's just activate Hicks first. So Corporal Hicks, what is Corporal Hicks going to do, I wonder? He is a grunt, so he don't have any activation or anything going on like that. So Hicks is like, he's already, you can see there on my free camera. Let's hopefully see if it works. And it still don't work. I don't know why, what's going on, but we'll go back to this one. And for Hicks, the problem is that he's really got not much to do. So I think Hicks is going to do a rest action for his first action. Now, I think all Hicks could do for the rest action, because he's a grunt, is only recycle 3 cards, if I'm not mistaken. So a rest action. Does it explain what the rest action is? No, I can't remember what the rest action is. I think it's 3 cards to recycle, or if it's a grunt, is it only 2? That's probably a good question. So let's look in our notebook here just to try to figure this out too as well. We got to go to actions. Endurance deck, revealing cards, drawing cards, exhaust pile. No, we got to go to heroic activation. So a rest action is going to be attack, move. Nope, that's not a rest action. Sorry, everybody, but again, this is what we have to go through just to make sure that we are on the same page for all the rules, because I am still rusty with this new rule set because I didn't know the original one that well. Anyhow, so rest action on page 21. A hero character take the rest action may draw up to 2 cards from the endurance deck and then may recycle up to 3 cards from the exhaust pile or their hand. A grunt character taking a rest action recycles 3 cards from the exhaust pile but does not draw cards. So that is the difference. So because of that, what he is going to do is going to be, let's see if I still no good. All right, so he's going to take a rest action. So instead of drawing cards up, he recycles 3 cards from the exhaust pile. Now again, he could do this once or twice. He's going to do it twice. So that's 3, 1, 2, 3. That is 6 cards in total that he is going to put under the shuffle right here with all the other cards, which is good because we got to try to keep managing this exhaust pile and endurance deck because that is our life force. Alrighty, so Hicks is done. So we will mark off that he is done. And you can hear the dogs that are barking. Woo boy, okay. My dogs are just being silly right now. So let's see, look, you can see how my cameras are out for some reason. And I don't know why, but we'll go back here. I'll be back in a second after I check my cameras here. Alrighty, since we are done with the interruption of my dogs barking, my phone going off, we're continuing on. Where we left off last was that Hicks finished, and who we have left to activate, you can see here, is Hudson Gorman, and that is it. So I think what is going to happen then is Hudson is probably going to be the first person to go first, because again, Private, Spunkmeyer went, and also Ellen Ripley. My phone's going off yet again. All right, anyhow, very popular. So with Hudson's turn, his first step is, does have the, he resets his aim dial first, sorry, my bad. And he's already got his aim dial set to where he needs to be. The next thing is resolve any unactivation abilities he don't have, and then equip endurance cards. And this is what he wants to do because remember, he does have the pulse rifle here that he wants to equip. So I'm just going to put that activators. He is going to equip this. He's getting rid of his pistol as one of the costs to equip it. So that's 1 cost. And now he's got to get rid of 2 more. And we're just going to take it from the endurance deck because we can afford it right now. We have no problems with that. Alrighty, here it goes. Oh boy. All right, so next thing we're going to do is for Hudson. He does have the 2 actions now, and he's all by his lonesome over here. Let's see if we can get a better shot of this. It'd be good if he's off camera on that shot. It'd be good if I knew my shots, you know, that'd be great. But I know every shot actually, and Hudson is just, he's lost because he don't really know what he's going to do. So if we jump over to the free game, you can see Hudson is there in relationship to everybody else he wants to go over by Hicks. So I think for Hudson, what he's going to do is just spend 2 actions to move. So again, it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over here. So the 2 of them are here. Actually, he's going here because he wants to have some sight in case they do break the barricade. They're going to stay here for now. Hudson is happy that he's got his pulse rifle. Hicks is happy he's equipped with the pulse rifle now. And you can see the other action that is lined up over here because everybody went except for Gorman. Gorman is the last person to go. And you can see Gorman is behind this, this alien. So the alien is, their alien swarm of 3 is going to have him for lunch unless Gorman is going to eat him. Or, yeah, Gorman eats aliens. Yeah, I'm not making any sense. Ooh, and now let's go to another shot here. Okay, that's a little better shot. And I can't really do much when I'm holding the camera in one hand. So Gorman's going to try to attack them here. And we're just going to, luckily we got the Marine die. So Gorman, again, he is kind of a grunt. And he don't have any on activation or anything. So he is going to spend it. He's going to, should he aim first? Because he only has the pistol. His aim is 4. Yeah, he's definitely going to aim. So he's aiming for his first action, so it goes to 5. And now he is going to shoot. Here goes. We are looking for anything better, anything lower than 5. 5 or lower. 8. He missed. So that is his 2 actions. Gorman, might as well turn him around. He can't do a search there because there's a swarm right in front of him. So Gorman is kind of like just staring at this swarm of aliens. And he don't know what the heck is going to go on because he aimed for his first action. He shot. He missed. So it brings him back down to his aim of 4. But he does have the pistol. Now, this weapon always hits on a roll of 3 or less. So after you take an attack action with this weapon, you may exhaust the card to make a second attack action with this weapon. Which he's going to do. He's going to exhaust the card. And he's going to take it from the endurance deck. And he's going to shoot again. So we're looking for 3 or less here. Even though his aim is 4. So 4 or less we're looking for. So here goes. And he's got a 3, so he did hit. So he did take out one of these aliens. So this swarm of aliens goes from 3 to 2. Just like that. So now, that's not bad. He is able to shoot. So now that is it for all of our grunts, our heroes, and so forth. And the next thing we're going on to now is going to be the alien phase. So got to activate aliens first. Now this is going to be bad. This alien is going to activate. Now he is going to, or this swarm of aliens is going to attack Gorman because they're just straight in front and no angle, so I don't have to worry about it. But before they attack Gorman, any grunt that is within 4 spaces, in line of sight, 4 spaces of this swarm can take which is called defensive fire. I think it's called defensive fire. But in either case, that's what we're going to do. So first off, it's going to be Daniel Spunkmeyer. Private Daniel Spunkmeyer is going to do a defensive fire attack there. So he right now, his aim is at 5. So he's going to try to shoot this swarm of 2 aliens. And he's got a 5, so 5 or under is awesome. So that 5 gets reduced to 4. Now he only got a pistol. It's close range and don't make a difference. He did get him. So Spunkmeyer dropped it down to only 1 alien. Now in the past, what I thought was that the aliens were going to, or not in the game for the aliens, that you could use your automatic fire, or, do you know what I mean, like your continuous fire, full automatic. But you can't do it in defensive fire. You can only do it on your action of shooting. So Spunkmeyer shot. Now he don't have defensive fire, but what he does have is he can exhaust a card. which I should have done in the first place. So we got to exhaust it because Spunkmeyer shot. This here is like a free action that he could do to shoot this last alien. If I'm not mistaken, that is exactly what you can do. So after you take an attack action with this weapon, so this is not an attack action, this is defensive fire. So I'm going with you can't do it. If wrong, comment below and refer to the page number and let me know, because I want to get this right. I mean, like, I want the rules to be bang on. So anyhow, well, I'm starting to ramble here. So he went. Now, it should have been actually Gorman to shoot first, because Gorman's getting attacked. It's always that one there. And Gorman has a defensive fire too as well. So he's going to go to a 3 for his aim. Remember, he has only a backup weapon, the pistol, so it hits on a 3 or less. And he's got a 5, so he missed. That's it. So now it's up to Vasquez, that's behind, and she is within 4 spaces in line of sight. So she's going to try to destroy that alien before it has some time to chow down on one of the 2 other Marines. She don't care about Spunkmeyer, sorry. She don't care so much about Gorman, but as goes, no Marine is left behind. So that's what's going to happen. So she's going to shoot. She's got a smart gun, and it has the ability that she can exhaust 2 instead of 3. It doesn't say anything about that she can't do defensive fire. Some weapons you can't do defensive fire for, but this here, she has bulky, I think, which means that you can't carry a backup weapon. Yeah, bulk weapon. You cannot equip a backup weapon, and it's a bulky. That's why. So she is going to shoot now, and her aim is at 4 at the moment. So let's see if she is going to kill that last alien. Let's do it here so we can see. She gets a 3. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry. No funny business there. That's a 3. As always, Vasquez just she shows her abilities, like her training and her being an ultimate badass for sure. So that last one's going, pew, and that alien is gone. He is space dust. Woohoo! Good job, Vasquez. Alrighty, and I did drop her aim dial down to 3 now. There's 1. Oh, there's 2 dice. Okay, so that was the alien's turn, but not the alien blip's turn. So now we have to go to the alien blip's turn, and I'm glad I'm in the upper section because this is the part where I have to walk around a little bit. So with the alien blips, we are going to have to activate, so this quadrant first, because it is the closest. This door is closed at the moment. Oops, that's in the way. So this quadrant moves 1. Oh, 1. Really? That is not that great of a movement for them. Oh, them sentry guns are just getting an itch. Let's do this quadrant now. 2. So they are going to go 1, 2. You can't stay there, and so there unfortunately has to go like this. They can't stay on the same space as another blip or whatever. So this game is kind of moving slow, a slow pace, like a snail pace, I have to say, at this moment, because we don't have a lot happening yet. But as promised, we are shooting and releasing the gameplay videos 2 turns at a time, or at least up to a 40 minutes. I know the last turn we released, it was only 23 minutes long, I think, and the reason for that is because the footage from the turn following that got corrupted, and I have no clue whatsoever why it got corrupted, but I did manage to shoot, which was, you know, like just a recap of that turn, and I'm glad I saved that. So I'm going to try to remember to do some kind of recaps, or at least I don't have to include it in the edit, but I'm going to have it there as a backup, because that is a good thing to do. Anyhow, on with the game. we did our activate blips. So that is it for the blips. Now we have to draw motion tracker cards. And the motion tracker cards we got to draw now is going to be 2 in total. So this one here is going to be Spunk Myers drawing one first. And it's a low threat, it's only 2. Alien Lurker on spawn point number 4, so we're going to have to take a walk there. It says, if this blip is not placed on the spawn point within line of sight to a character, it immediately moves 4 spaces. So we know we are going to have to move 4 spaces with that blip. And the other one's going to be a low one too as well. So let's do this before we place them blips because I don't want to walk back and forth twice. False alarm, recycle 1 card. Nice. So recycling a card, this here gets discarded. And that goes there. This is like a Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Corp marathon that's happening here because the channel's going to be full of just Alien games from now for a long time until we finish this. But what we may do is take a break in between and do some other videos. We'll see. Comment below and let me know what you think. Do you want to just keep going straight through until this training mission is completely done? Or would you rather take a break in between a bit, do a different game like maybe He-Man or something, and then go back to this? It's up to you guys and girls and everybody else. Just let me know. Comment below. Comment below. Comment below. Anyhow, okay. So, draw most of your cards with that. Then the finishing phase is resolve any finishing phase effects. There is none. And then check for victory or defeat. We definitely did not hit victory conditions yet. And then it is cleanup. So that is it. We're done of this turn number 5. Let's go to turn number 6, shall we? Turn number 6. Yeehaw!